People often believe happiness hides behind wealth and power. But sometimes it waits quietly in the simplest corners of life. In a bustling city bathed in cold, gray light, Elias lived, a man of sharp suits, golden watches, and endless meetings. Skyscrapers were his mountains, horns were his birdsong, and the tired faces in the crowd were just a blur. He believed speed was success, and silence was failure. Nestled miles away, in a countryside bathed in warm sunlight, Marco, a humble farmer, rose with the sun. His life was simple. A small house, a wooden table for his family, fresh bread baked by his wife, and evenings filled with laughter. His wealth wasn't counted in dollars, but in moments. To Elias, a life like Marco's was impossible. One weekend, seeking a retreat from the city's relentless pace, Elias drove his luxury car into the countryside. The air was different here. So was the rhythm, drawn by the irresistible smell of fresh bread. He stopped by Marco's home. He saw a sturdy wooden table outside, rustic and beautiful. "How much for the table outside?" Elias asked, his voice sharp and impatient. "I like it. I'll pay double." Marco, wiping his hands on his apron, offered a calm smile. "The table feeds my family, sir. It isn't for sale." Elias frowned, accustomed to getting what he wanted. "Everything has a price. Name yours." Marco's smile never faded. He wiped his hands slowly, eyes steady. "Respect is free," A sighed softly. "So is peace of mind. Perhaps you came here looking for both." A small crowd of villagers began to gather quietly, sensing the clash between two different worlds, one of gold, the other of gratitude. Just then, the sky darkened. The sunny afternoon vanished, and a sudden, violent storm broke out. Rain hammered down, turning the dirt road into thick mud. Elias's expensive car, a symbol of his power in the city, was now just a metal box stuck in the mud. He reached for his phone, his lifeline to that world, only to find the screen black. Dead. No signal anyway. The city had no power here. He was stranded, stripped of all his modern armor. Seeing his predicament, the villagers didn't gloat. Instead, Marco gestured towards his home. "Come inside," he offered. "The storm will pass. We have a warm fire and a simple meal." Inside, by the glow of the crackling fire, Elias saw something his money had never bought him. He watched Marco's family gather around the hearth, sharing bread and soup. They ate slowly, they listened to each other, their faces filled with a genuine warmth and gratitude for the day. There were no urgent calls, no stock market updates, just shared stories and quiet contentment. Elias looked down at his golden watch. It shined suddenly dull and meaningless against the firelight. He spoke softly, almost to himself, a realization dawning in his voice. "Perhaps I paid too much for the wrong things." The next morning, the sun rose, painting the countryside in glorious gold. The storm had passed, leaving the air clean and fresh. Elias left quietly, without a word of business. The table was still there, right where it belonged. Elias came to buy a table. He left with something else entirely. The quiet truth that while wealth may fill your pockets, it's simplicity that fills your heart. True happiness isn't something you can purchase. It's something you live. It lives where life is simple. Thank you for watching. If this story resonated with you, please consider liking this video and subscribing to our channel for more content that explores the heart of life. We'll see you in the next one.